Look at that fake smile. That is the greatest fake smile ever. I've got to try that. Hold on.
It'd be better if it wasn't fake.
It's like, let me smile so everybody can see me.
Oh, hush.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to yet another paint. I mean, how many have we done? 10, 12, something of these?
Holy shnikes.
Yeah, we've done a lot. All right, especially during everything that's going on. We've been the one consistent thing, I can tell you that much. And I'm just happy to have you here. And of course, what would it be without my dear bestie in the whole wide world? None other than Miss Helen Adams. Helen, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good, especially for a Friday.
Yes. Now, yesterday we actually got to see each other a little bit because we were actually putting something together that we're going to paint.
Yes,
The big G right here. As you can see, I had to.
Amazing.
He's all filled in and everything like that. Well, let me see if I can. I don't know if I can do it. Hold on, because it's a process. Give everybody a chance to get in because we're going to be moving, folks. We're going to be moving at light speed. Oh, there he is. Okay, hold on. Let me do this. I know I know we got this down. It's just the problem is I got to see outside the camera. Okay, there we go. And where's the special thing here? Okay, there we go. So you guys can see all yourselves and stuff like that. How do I do this? Oh, I do this. Boom. Yeah, we're doing a big G. We're going to be painting him up.
Look at the putty lines.
Yeah, I started working on some of the putty lines before we got together. And as you can see, he's not green anymore.
Definitely not green.
No, so I put a little bit of undercoat on him. I got one more undercoat to do on the big fella. And then we're going to be painting the big G.
Woo! I'm excited.
Hey, we do some fun stuff here. Also, I filled in some putty lines on his base and everything like that. And we got to do the tank. I mean, there's a lot of stuff to do with him. But that's going to be one big show that we're going to do. And hopefully I can do it because, folks, I've got to have some work done on my hand finally because this hand is almost completely numb. And I would like to keep having a show for a while, but we'll see. But today is not about Big G, even though that's my boy. Today, we are painting the Griffin. And in order to do that, I'm going to have to switch over to the other camera. And we'll go down and we'll take a look at our buddy here. Let me see the top down. Well, that's not bad. I like that one better. So let's go with that, right?
Just pick one.
Just pick one, Rob.
We got this.
Yeah, you could tell Helen's already getting aggravated with me. Come on. I've got things to do. I'm Helen Adams. All right. Yeah.
Seriously.
All right. My son had a smaller model of this, a lot smaller. Yes, there was an actual a smaller version, as you can see his big foot in the way. But there was actual smaller version that was done by Aurora. This is the 65th anniversary version of it. And we had a lot of fun. Go check that stream out. I think you'll like it. It was 2.5 hours putting them together. I'm really excited. And
it's a great stream, folks. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was just it's boring probably to watch back, but if you were in there, we had a lot of fun. And that is what it's all about,
Which
folks.
is why you need to subscribe and ring that bell so you can join us when we hang out.
Yeah, we got him a little bit primed. And no, I'm not talking about Rob. Mo, somebody called Batman. We found the Joker. Holy cow. Mo's in the house.
Good grieving.
All right, listen. I love you all. So let's do what we do and do it very well. Let's zoom in here a little bit here. We got to make the noise, of course. We're going to be working on the Griffin today. Now, you think that would be pretty hard? No, it's not. It's not that hard. We're gonna buzz right through this. Now, there's a couple things that we can do with the big fella here. We really want to sell a few things. So I want to show you that if you want, there's an area here that I really want to show you. You want to get his wings, but you're going to see some feathers here, and they're going to come to this point right about here. I really want you to keep an eye on that because you don't want to go over with the color. Now, you can do a couple of things. You can use a leather brown, or you can use a snake bite leather contrast, okay, which is going to make a big, a really nice impression here. So why don't we get to work? We're going to want to watch the head. So I'm going to walk you all the way through this because that's what we do here on Rob's Tabletop World. I want to say hi to everybody over out in Twitch land, of course. Know that we love you, and we're going to be giving away some gift certificates. Now, listen, Helen, you've got some things to say, don't you?
I do. First and foremost, our poll is live through the end of this weekend. Sunday, it's no longer open. So get over there. The link is in the YouTube description. I will get you a link here on Twitch in a minute. Please fill out our survey. It is, after all, Paint with Rob, and we can only paint with Rob if you let us know what we're going to paint next.
Look at you. Folks. Helen, you're getting too good at this. I don't even think I feel I have to show up.
You do the painting. I'm doing the
Oh wow! Now we're full of ourselves. Now
No. You're doing the hard work. I just have to do all the spiels.
Logistical junk.
Yeah, all the junk.
All right, so we want to be very careful in here, okay? And I'm going to take this to a certain point because I really want to show you this. Okay, so I mean, look how nice that looks, huh? So we're going to be very careful. We're not too worried about going over a bit, but we want to be careful near his head. Okay, there's a little area here, and I want to leave enough of that white there. Okay. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. By the way, thank you to WizKids for all their wonderful support and everything that they do for miniature market and of course us. So again, why don't I do the other side here? All right, so we're just breezing through this. Really, this is the part where you really just kind of really get this on, but you got to be careful. Make sure you have a good enough brush and you feel comfortable with that brush. You got to be in the zone with your brush. If you're not in the zone with your brush, guess what? This isn't going to be much fun. And yes, definitely, everybody will be happy to know that contrast paints are awesome for furs and feathers. It says slices and dices. Rick, how are you? Kabuki, you glorious, glorious human being. Beth, it's nice. It's nice to have you here. Steph, Fallen Dominion. We got the Mighty Mo. John, James, Kamichi. I can't say that one. You could say it, huh? We got a bunch of people. Now, don't mind the dogs. The guys that cut our lawn are here. And they're just letting them know they missed a spot. So, my dogs are very conscientious and want a nice yard to relieve themselves in.
That's important.
That is important. Now, you want to, when you come underneath here, okay, you really want to go easy. King Fan, how are you? James, Hannah, Heather, howdy doody.
Glad to have all you here today.
Yeah, we're glad to have you here. Vote. Now, listen, let me tell you something.
Vote.
My Little Pony is in last place. Thank you. Thank you.
My Little Pony is coming in dead last, folks.
Yeah, you guys wanted it on the list. Nobody voted for it.
What color are you working with there, Rob?
I am using a snakebite leather contrast paint.
Thank you.
Or, like I pointed out early, you can use a leather brown, which would do just as well for the body. There you go. And we only want to go a certain point here, right over into here. Now, I don't want to get that body there because, again, like I said, I'm going to kill these guys because I told them to come early because I stream. What do? They come right now.
Of course.
Guys, you're going to see me actually do something that I really enjoy, and that's firing some people. Because right now, right now, I'll be honest with you. I can get 2 10-year-olds that will do my lawn for half of what I pay for it.
Probably.
Crying out loud. Jeez. Now my dog's really mad because they're interrupting the stream.
Well, I mean, they've got their priorities straight.
That's my pups. That's my pups. Because the pups want to go out tonight. Because because it's Jersey Mike's night. And we're going to go down to Jersey Mike's. The Queen loves her Jersey Mike's, and I have to have it once a week.
Mm-hmm.
And that's her thing. And then afterwards, I take her for an ice cream because that makes her happy as well.
It's all about making the Queen
She's
happy.
the only girl that can eat anything she wants and weigh about 12 pounds.
Ugh.
Yeah, I know. I hate her too. The Queen. The Queen. All right. So again, I'm just taking this contrast, and this contrast works really, really well. I'm not worried about over in here. I'm really not, because it's all going to blend together. Okay. But you do want to be as careful as you humanly possibly can. Another thing that you're going to want to look out for is there's a little area underneath here. Okay. So as you can see, I'm being very careful, and I'm being very, very quiet.
Clean sweep. Yes, he does actually use Vallejo acrylic.
Yes, I do. Listen, I use everything. I really use everything, and I enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not partial to any one brand, even though I do like Army Painter a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but there are just some things that I use other brands for.
Yeah, there's just not.
I wouldn't lie to my sponsor, and I wouldn't lie to you. I'm not going to shove, Army Painter down your throat. But I will do this much. I will be honest with you and say I really do like it. I use it a lot. It's affordable. It really is affordable.
Yes, it is. It's wonderful that way.
And if you mix it up right, you do it right, their tools are second to none. You saw us using all their tools yesterday when we were working on the big fella.
Absolutely.
Which maybe we'll show them again before we leave. All right, this tail here piece again. You want to hit that there. All right. And then,
Clean Sleep, would you repeat your question, please? I missed that. Go ahead.
Okay. And then I just want to hit in there and there. And again, I want to make something perfectly clear. Okay. I really simplify things down. If you want to see some of the more intricate work I do, go check out the Warcry stuff I did earlier this week, when we were getting ready for Warcry, which will be this Monday, where it's the Jarl and I battling to the death. But I really try to do things simplified so people pick up the brush.
Yep.
If you are a master painter, you are not going to want to watch the stream, because this is not for you. It's just not. You can get something out of it. But I want to appeal to the person that just wants to pick up the brush and give it a whirl. All right, so there we go. We got that part on there. Oops, hold on. I'm going to move this a little.
Got an email from Crunchyroll about a limited edition Godzilla hoodie.
Listen,
dude, Gord.
I'm not wearing a Godzilla hoodie. I mean, I am like 109 years old. Can you imagine me in a Godzilla hoodie?
Yes.
There's something wrong with you, girl. There's something wrong with you. Okay, so now after we get that done, we're gonna.
Clean Sweep says he shook those paints really well, but they came out watery. Get a little. You need like an agitator ball. You can use a hematite bead. There's agitator balls that are sold by pretty much all of the paint companies. You got to get that in there if you're having a hard time getting the pigment. They're watery because the pigments settle if they sit for a while. So you got to get those mixed up.
Now, let me emphasize, because I just saw Mo saying Jersey's Mike is the closest thing that I can get to a Jersey sub. That's almost true down here. But there is a place that makes cheesesteaks and all kinds of really good Jersey subs down here. That's down in Sanford. And the Queen and I are going to see that tomorrow. And then I have to take her to Andy's for her custard. You know, she and I can't eat half this stuff. All right.
Is
But
that like
I mean, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? All right. Next thing we're going to do is we are going to use a basilisk brown.
That.
You know that. You know, I got more doggone things wrong with me.
It's okay.
All right. First of all,
no, Lamian medium is actually the medium from the acrylic. So yeah, I mean that's basically the watery stuff that's coming out, but you need to get that mixed up with the pigments if you have watery paint.
Yeah, dead on. I got an ear that I can only hear 15-16% out of. Okay, the hand's gone. Okay, which we have to have taken care of. The eyes. Helen, are you even there? I can't even see you. You're
fired.
Sheesh. I know. Okay,
no, I'm firing Rob now. What do you know?
It's Helen's world. All right, so again, we're going to go with the basilisk brown because I actually heard myself say it. And what we're gonna do is we're going to hit his body part here because that's almost kind of like a lion type of thing going on here. So here we go. Right? Let me shake that up because I actually have a bead in there. And
hello, Triple T for life.
Who?
0.574. Oh, you're a mess. Time to put you down, Rob? Question mark. Thanks.
Who's trying to put me down?
That's Mo.
Oh, Mo.
Love you.
Oh, whoa, Mo.
Will an agitator work with tiny bottles? Yeah. I mean, most of the agitators, like the Army Painter agitators, the Army Painter bottles are are pretty similar to the size of the Vallejo bottles, so you shouldn't have any problem at all with those.
Now, let me tell you about agitators. There's a lot of them in the stream.
Thank you.
What?
Waiting for that one.
No, where are you? Hey, I'm working the room, kid. I'm working the room.
That makes one of us.
What's that?
Work in the room.
Work in the room. All right. So as you can see, this is a nice color that really kind of, and you want to be careful coming up in here. You don't want to hit over the feathers. That's why we kind of eased our way in there. And you can always clean it up, but don't worry. You can, where you can clean this up is with a nice little wash over the top. And then, we're going to just fit. And we're just flying along with our buddy here. Right? And don't worry about the base. Just paint his toes now. All right. It's all going to be good. It's all good in the hood, folks.
Clean sweep. No, it's like a little bead that you put into the bottle.
Tell him to go to Army Painter.
Yeah, go to Army Painter or Miniature Market, either one, and look for...
not the Miniature Market. Go to Army Painter and he'll see, and they'll have a whole thing that'll show you.
Yep. They've got a great walkthrough of it, so check it out there, sir.
Yep. And then you're off and running, my friend. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. So what do we got? Oh, by the way, Helen.
Yes.
I'm supposed to do that Dungeon Universalis this weekend. Let me tell you something. That game, I think you need a degree to play.
I have one.
All right, then I'm gonna send it to you.
Let's see how that goes.
Send it to you, and then you could play it because I'll be honest with you, I am struggling. I very rarely struggle with rule books. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's killing me.
I was gonna say
I can't figure it out.
Let me see if I can find some online resources to help me, to see if I can come up with something, and maybe we can do some.
Yeah, maybe because I'd like to have you on.
Mixing balls. I knew I was thinking,
Yeah, mixing balls. There you go, mixing balls.
Thank you.
Right. So again,
I agree. Dan Uzo says, "I agree, Rob."
I'm actually thinking.
It's not just you.
I'm actually so frustrated that I'm actually thinking of putting the game off until the end of next week, until I could feel I have it done, because it's It's killing me, and I want to get it in, but I've got so many other things that I can do live. I think I might put it off. I know people are looking forward to it, but I can't do it unless I understand it. And sometimes you just run into some of those rule books. First of all, it's translated, so it's not equating, and the game's got so many fiddly little things to it. I'm actually kind of disappointed because
this is like the early versions of what was it? Myst? Was it Myst?
Yeah.
That the rule book was the game was good once you figured it out, but oh my gosh.
Oh, myth.
That was it. Myth.
That's it, girl.
I knew there was one that it was a hot mess, and even version 2.0 is still a hot mess.
Yeah. All right. So as you can see here, there we go. All right. So now we got the body all set. Okay. Didn't take long, right? Didn't take long. I just got the Edge Dawnfall for my first real project. So I'm jumping into the deep end of the pool. Well, believe it or not, my very dear friend Aldi, who everyone knows here at BGG, if you're watching on BGG, actually is going. He had an extra copy, so he's going to sell me that copy, I believe, and then we're actually going to give that one a good crack. So we'll see how that goes. Let me grab a couple of the brushes here.
Yeah, I remember. I do remember a Myst Kabuki. I've actually been looking for a simulator version of it, so that because I miss it.
Oh, I have it on my little Oculus. Not my Oculus. My RetroPie thing.
Did I not do that?
What did you not do?
Joel, I may not have. I thought I had it. Did I not?
Where's the poll?
Where's the poll?
Where's the poll?
Am I falling down on the job again?
Yep. All right. Next thing that we're going.
It's right there. It says survey link. It's right under Paint Along Live as we tackle the Griffin. So scroll down a little bit.
All right. Next thing we're going to take is you can take either a fire lizard from our good friends at the Army Painter, or you can take an Everland Sunset, which will work just as well either way. Okay. And what we're going to do is we're going to, yeah, you got it. Who guessed it? Yeah. You in row C there. We're going.
I've done this a couple times though.
Who?
I was telling Rob before the stream. I actually painted this guy. So I had a great time with him.
Am I even here?
No.
Okay.
Yes.
I was just wondering.
Come on, Rob.
All right. So we're going to go over his claws, and you see how easy this whole thing is. Okay. Everybody's looking at it going, oh my God, this is so complicated. There's all kinds of different colors and stuff. Well, no. Don't be intimidated. Just break it down very simply, and everything will be fine. Trust me.
I was worried for a second there.
So was
Rob. Rob is always too fast. Paint at your own speed. This will be up on YouTube.
Yes. Yeah, you can stop it and start it. You see, the thing is, and I'll tell you what helps you paint fast. Okay? Have a game plan going in. Know what you want to try to do, what you want to try to accomplish, and how you want to accomplish it. Okay? If you have a game plan, it's going to make it easier because while one part of the model is drying, and just know what part you can paint, what part you can't. And then, there comes a point. Yeah, well, you're going to have to stop. That's understandable.
He says this one's been pretty easy. He's actually not doing bad at keeping up.
Oh, yeah?
Glad to hear that.
Well, don't get cocky.
No, none of us. Rob, we know better. Us mere mortals can't keep up with you.
All right. And then you want to do his beak here. Dink, 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 dink. And, all right, that's it, everybody. We'll see you next week.
Oh, dear.
All right. So normally you would let that dry. But, oh, hey.
Magic.
Yeah, magic. Over here, we have another one. So the next thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take some Newland oil, and you want to go over his head a little bit. And there's a reason for that, okay? You're going to want to go over his head, and you want to be careful because you don't want to hit that area there. Next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to take some uniform gray and do the base. All right. So that would be next. Then what we're going to do is we kind of want to start highlighting and bringing things out a little bit. That's why we have this matte white here. This you got to be really careful with. But before we do that, you could take some pixie pink or some Emperor's Children, which I highly suggest. Okay. Boom. There we go. I'm going to slow up for a second. And then all we're going to do is I just want to take probably a nice little thin brush like that. And then on the inside of his mouth, he's got that tongue in there. So we want to break that up a little bit.
Robert N. The massive Godzilla in the foreground was painted. It was assembled, live stream yesterday. A Rob's workshop yesterday. Will be painted later. It is a 16-inch model by, and I can't. Who is the company?
Polar Lights.
Polar Lights. If you want more information on it, feel free to check out yesterday's stream.
All right, so we're going to get that in there to get his tongue, which gives him a little bit of highlight there, which is perfect. Okay. Next thing we're going to do.
Good thing I don't wait for my phone to tell me you're streaming, Rob.
Why? It's not telling everybody, right?
It just now told me you're streaming.
That's awesome.
Isn't it, though?
Yeah, I love this. I just love YouTube and their love for me. So now I'm going to take a little bit of this matte white, and I want to be really, really careful because I don't want to get this all muddy. So, and that's easy to do, believe it or not. So I'm going to take a little bit of white here.
Through the magic of television, yes. Or in this case, YouTube. Although some of you may be watching on television, so there you go.
Yeah, there you go. And I'm going to try to take as much of this off as I possibly humanly can. Okay. And I'm not worried if there's hardly anything on here.
Mm-hmm. You can always put more on, but you can't take it off really.
Look at you stealing my lines. That's plagiarism.
I learned.
That's plagiarism. Son of a gun. We're gonna have to bring Kabuki in.
Oh man. All right.
Oh, Helen. All right. And then where we put that new oil over there, all right, we just very lightly want to bring it back. We want to bring it back just ever so lightly.
Measure twice, cut once. Of course, if you find you put too much white on it, you still have Nuln oil.
All right. Yeah. You can go right back over it.
Exactly.
And you can see I barely have anything on here because I'm okay with that. I don't know why I'm okay with it right now. But you can see where now all of a sudden his face is starting to come back. And now I have some nice depth in there.
I have tenure. Kabuki says no way. Helen has tenure.
Yeah. No, Helen's put up with me long enough that her nerves are dead. All her nerve endings are dead.
Oh, let me tell you, we try and be a drama-free zone around here, but sometimes drama finds us.
Finds us? Oh, won't leave us alone.
Yeah, that too. I was trying to be nice.
And all we are is just a little channel that just wants to be left alone. But
measure like 6 times before you cut.
What's that?
Kabuki or somebody said it was like Kabuki said measure twice, cut once, and then Trevin said, in my experience, twice is not enough. Measure like 6 times before you cut.
Look at Mo with the just say no to drama. Mo's very, very wide.
Amen, brother. Amen.
Oh boy, look at her throwing the amens out, and it ain't even Sunday.
Hey, you should have an amen every day.
Yeah, there you go. Now you see what I'm doing here? Because I do. And what I'm doing here is I'm actually bringing some depth into this without overdoing it. Okay. I'm kind of letting it work into the brown a little bit. That's okay. That's okay, Rob. That's all right. I know what you're saying. Rob, be careful. You're going to get some of that white all over the place. No, no, no. It's all good. Don't worry. Stay with me, folks.
Of all the colors, white is what is the lion's color? The lion color on the back is basilisk brown, I think.
On the back, the lion part is a basilisk brown. Brought to you by Army Painter for all your painting needs.
Oh, jeez. Okay, folks, there's a reason that we're moving to Thursday.
There's a reason we're moving to Thursdays. And by the way, next week there will be no paint show. Mm-hmm. It's the first time that we are taking a bit of a break. I'm going to have a little work done on my hand. Number one, I fitted it in. Number two, we definitely want to get everything in for that you decide. And we are moving the show to Thursdays. So we're just taking a short break. We will be on, of course, to bring that all to you to make sure that you don't miss a thing for the 4 people that watch this show.
Hey, there's 41 watching, Rob. And that's just
no, I have the correct number. There is 84 watching.
Everybody. I only have 1.
Yeah, you only get 1. We have 83 watching. Okay.
See, so you said there were 4. Come on.
Divided. I never was good at algebra. Okay. Do you see what I'm doing here? Do you see how I'm blending this in with the other color there? And it's such a simple little process. You just really get lighter when you want to come around because the feathers work into and it makes him look like he has a nape of some sort or whatever. I don't know what you call it.
That was actually one of the things I had a hard time with was like how to get that transition to look good. So,
well, I just showed you, so hopefully
I know
now it's too late. It's too late.
Of course not.
It's never too late, folks. Remember, it's never too late.
That's the whole point. That's the whole point. Is I finished mine probably 2 months ago, at least. I thought I was done, and I looked at it going, okay, now I got to go find my white paint.
What are you doing?
You're making more work for me, Rob. You're making more work for me.
All right. So, as you can see, do you see how you have this depth in here now compared to that? I mean, you could leave it like that if you want, but again, taking the Newland oil and just what time is it? Oh wow, it's only 3:30. We're actually
lots of well wishes on hand surgery.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you to everybody.
Thank you. I'm going to be all right. I just normally I wouldn't do it, but I do want to keep painting. And if anybody has watched me try to do anything, I drop stuff like crazy because I just can't feel my hand. It's I want to keep doing this. I really do. I enjoy it. I enjoy spending time with you guys. I enjoy Helen being disgusted every Friday or Thursday when she's got to come in. And it's it's the little things in life. It's the little things.
Sure. He's having surgery just so he can annoy me. I see.
Yes. A little pain in my life means a lot of pain in yours. All right. So that'll dry just like we had on the other one. So just getting that in there, getting it in all the nice little recesses. Don't get it on his beak. And there you go. All right. So see, we're always here to help. All right. Now, the next thing we want to do is we want to take some of Bad and Black. All right. We want to take some of Bad and Black. There we go. And I mean, the first thing that they started suggesting was some steroids and a brace of some sort. And I'm like, yeah, okay.
That's going to go well.
Yeah, that'll go well. You get all puffy in the head. You don't need that.
What is the nanotechnology and cybernetics?
Yeah, that's what I want. I wanted the bionic. I go, why don't we cut this one off and put... So his claws, instead of making them, you know, like a skeletal white, I think the black is just more intimidating.
Ooh.
You know?
Mo, definitely. Says, Rob's making me want to start painting again. Go for it, man.
There you go, Mo.
Out.
Come on, Mo. We'll do some robots together. Mo's a... Whoa. See, this is where the hands... Come on, Rob. Stay with it.
Jay, Rob's hands are going numb, so he's gonna get that taken care of.
Yeah. Of course, you know, it's a lot different than being like Mo, which is totally numb from a bottle of whiskey. Maybe that's the way I should have went.
You know, it's not the worst thing in the world. My wine does a nice job.
We've seen that on numerous streams.
Hey, most of the time I'm not drinking. You're too early in the day. I still have to go back to work by the time we get done. I'm always numb from the neck up, but who's checking? Mo, Rob does have a paint figure holder, but after so many years of painting without one, it's easier to do it without one.
And the hard thing is the paint holder doesn't hold the bigger bases like this.
Right. The particular paint holder he has is it's got like a squeeze tension, and it really doesn't hold the bigger minis. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, yes.
Matter of fact, we have it right here, folks. We have it right there. Mm-hmm. All right, let's get this last little claw here. And our boy's starting to look a little fearsome.
Mm-hmm. The great tip, Mo says, use a medicine bottle with some blue tack.
I can't stand that.
It works for a lot of people, though.
Here's the other problem I have. I have very big hands.
Yes.
So even keeping them closed to a degree is a problem for me, especially with smaller stuff. But hey, I've got through it for years. I'll get through it. We're just going to get some things fixed, and we'll be good to go, I think. Mm-hmm. All right.
No, we have not painted the painting contest photos yet. We're still working on that video.
Nope, not yet.
It takes a good bit of time to get all that, to get everything put together.
Oh God, not only that, but we did a couple more videos this week. Mm-hmm. We did interviews. We did. You know how many videos we did this week?
Yes.
Okay. We did one yesterday. We had one yesterday. We had 2 the day before. That's 3. We had 2 the day before, which is 5. We had another 2 the day before that, which is 7. And then today is 8. And we still got the weekend.
Yep.
Some people give you 8 videos a month.
Now, why would we do silly thing like that?
Yeah. Why would we do something like that? I don't know. That would just make sense, wouldn't it?
I know.
Can you imagine if we were able to? And we've dropped down videos.
I know.
Because it was 14. It was about 14 videos a week.
Yep. We were doing both live and taped every day.
Yeah.
Trust me, he was keeping me on my toes.
But nobody really cared, so that's why we stopped.
Well,
there's
such a thing as too much of a good thing.
Yeah. Another reason I love this channel, always something new to watch. Well, thank you, Heather. Look at you. See? We do it for the few people that appreciate it. That like a lot of content. Eventually you get sick with me. That's all right. That's okay. I'm sick of me.
Never.
Right, Gab? My faithful pupper is by my side. I'm just looking for something. I'll be right there, folks.
All right. So how many of you are painting along with Rob today?
Hey, puppy dog. My faithful companion. My faithful companion.
Best YouTube channel, period.
All right. All right, so we're gonna use some skeletal bone here, and we're just gonna use it to just highlight over some stuff. So again, we're gonna be using the same process that we've been using. What's that?
Zeblik says, I asked while you were looking, I asked how many people were painting along. Zeblik is painting behind. Dave's not here, is painting away.
Mm-hmm.
Now's when Helen has to tap dance. Yes, thank you.
Tap, tap, tap.
Serial Heroes is playing catch up for work on Fridays these days. Oh man, John's hanging in there. Robert Hall fell behind. Serial will eventually paint the Umber Hulk from 2 weeks ago. Yeah, I have a pile of unpainted figs also, guys. I actually have all the figures from series 1 to do still.
Not me.
Well, that's because you paint them live.
Yeah. Well, I'm also in the middle of painting 3 other projects, which is...
This is most certainly true.
I'm trying to get done, matter of fact, the snake dudes for these guys here. Hold on.
For Warcry?
Yeah. I'm doing these right now because His Holiness decided that the 2 starting factions weren't cool enough.
Oh, well. Sure.
Wow. Well, and of course he has to have I have to be able to have guys that I believe that I can win with. I go, okay, whatever.
So you tell him he needs to assemble and paint them?
Yeah, that'll be the day. All right, so now just very lightly, I want to kind of go over some of this body here. Okay.
Zeblik is stepping away from painting Zombicide for a hot minute. Excellent.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just take a break from something.
We were discussing that earlier. That one of my first mini projects to paint was Massive Darkness, and I got 6 figures in, and I cannot stand looking at it.
My biggest thing is painter's block, and I run into it often with certain things. If I'm not interested, I really struggle with certain things. I really have to be interested in something, and it's just a natural progression in some way that you just can't help but run into something that you just don't want to paint. You run into it and you go, wow, this is probably the most boringest thing I've ever seen.
I can't. I finally I stepped away, and the Griffin is what I stepped away to, and I've since painted several things, but that one just killed me. I don't think I painted for like 6 months after those 5 figures.
All right, and then what I want to do here, very quickly.
Heather just bought Blood Rage and handed me the box. I weep from Heather.
Oh, that is the kiss of death for me. Yeah. That I struggle with. Rum and Bones I hate, and there was one other one I just can't think of it offhand.
Well, I couldn't wait to get Batman off your desk. I know.
Oh God, I hated Batman. Batman was the worst because I just don't like the characters. Yeah. I'm not a big fan.
Yeah.
But I got to get that shipped out to Pete. Ugh.
Zombicide is the only one he actually painted all of the minis.
Zombicide was fun. I did that a couple of times. Oh, now I know what the other one was. I couldn't stand Rising Sun.
I think I might enjoy Rising Sun, but just because I enjoy
not after. You see, that's the problem. What happens is something gets hot, and it's a weird thing. They'll have something that gets a little hot and a theme, like it was Vikings. So now you're painting 1,000 Vikings.
Right.
Okay, whoop-de-doo. And then I'm just taking a little bit of this snakebite leather.
Snakebite leather back on top of our dry brushing just to kind of tone it down a little.
Well, no, I just noticed that there were a couple of spots I missed.
A couple spots. Heather Santos said, thank you. Your video, even if you hated it, your video for Rising Sun helped me work on some of the figures. They look great.
Oh, good. Thank you. It was, I was doing it. I remember that's when we moved out to the sitting room, and I would it was kind of nice because I would just be out there and let the queen yell at me the entire time.
I do recall that. That was amazingly fun.
Good time had by everyone but me.
The t-shirt argument was before that, right?
T-shirt was in the kitchen.
That was in the kitchen.
That was in the kitchen. The t-shirt.
We can tell the eras of Rob's tabletop world by which argument.
Why can't me as a man just wear a t-shirt that I desire to wear? I just want to wear my own t-shirts. No, I'm tired. And then she'll throw them out. She's thrown, and let me tell you something. She has thrown out a few t-shirts I am not happy about. I don't know. All right, so now what I want to do is I want to take. We're not gonna bring this out any. What we're gonna do is take a little bit of Agrath Earthshade, and we are just gonna go over a couple of areas here and really just kind of. I want this to kind of be the way it is. I like what the contrast did. I don't want to take that away. All right. There's certain little areas here I want to just kind of darken up around. Okay. I want to get into, right into that Avriel sunset. Okay. So I kind of want to get that in there. Just nice and light. You don't want a ton of wash in there. And, if you want to go over the beak, you can go over the beak a little bit, like I just did, very carefully. And it brings a little depth in there, which works. You don't want to hit the white that we just hit. And into the body here, so you can bring out the very nice rib cage that they put in here. And just really just bring out a little more depth here. If you see something that you want to try to bring out some of the detail, or I want to meld this together the way it is right here, like that. I'm just going to move this wash around a little bit in here, the undercarriage.
Then we have the Christmas and Halloween discussion every year.
Oh, now
welcome to Rob's Tabletop World, folks.
Well, unfortunately, the people next door that she's always competing against, her husband really took very, very ill. So this year we decided not to do it, and I was hoping that she would win. No, she did not win. So I said, okay, well, now we don't have to do it anymore. We don't have to do this big shebang anymore. Oh, no, we have a granddaughter. She needs to see lights. I go, she isn't going to care about lights at 1.5 years. Okay? She's not going to care about lights at a year. No, she will. You watch. Then I'll do it myself. I'll decorate the house myself. I go, okay.
That's never good.
I said, here's where the ladder is. And you can go get up on there. And sure enough, I'll end up doing the whole doggone thing. Cursing and saying things that I would never say on this stream.
Mr. Riddle, the difference between wash inks and glaze. We've actually covered that several times. Probably the best discussion of that is on is that the air elemental?
Yep. We're really covering in detail there.
Yeah.
All right. And there you go, folks. Just like that, you got yourself a Griffin. It wasn't that hard, was it?
Looks great.
That hard. Yeah, thanks. And we did it in 49 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what me talking a lot.
Yeah.
Now I'm just trying to kill time here. No, I'm not. All right, listen. I'm telling you guys right now, this is the last one. So I've got to put it in order at the Mighty Miniature Market.
Yep.
For our next 5 or 6. Now, if you guys want to see this, that's great. If we should stop it, maybe we should. I don't know. Maybe we did. Maybe we did as many as we should do of these. I don't know.
Get your votes in there at.
Get your votes. If we have enough votes, we'll continue the series on. If we don't, maybe we'll just go. Well, that's it. Maybe we'll move on to something else.
Hey, thank you to everybody. We've our numbers have definitely ticked up. Thank you to everybody who's voted. Keep it up. We really want to know what you guys want to paint.
Mm-hmm.
My apologies to Godzilla. I managed to put the ghost and the banshee in twice, so those votes are split.
The ghost and the banshee? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So we're going to let him dry, and we're going to put him right here because you know what time it is.
No
Almost.
way.
Yeah. He's going to watch.
Already?
He's going to watch. He's going to watch. Maybe we'll have Godzilla watch.
Robert Hall, you're done. I'm still on the wings. Yep. Folks. There's a reason that Rob gets through so many games. It's practice. It really is. He's got so much practice at it. It takes me forever.
Learning how to be efficient. All right. That's what it really comes down to. Unfortunately, not unfortunately, you'll learn your own limitations and strengths. And that's where, you're going to come out. It's just going to click one time. That's all it takes is one time for it to click. Mm-hmm. And then you'll see what I'm saying. You'll start to see things a little differently. Instead of, letting yourself be intimidated, you're going to find that you're going to be, okay, I know I can do this. I know I can do that. I know I can do this. And that's going to help you in a lot of ways. Because once you get that confidence where you say, hey, I know that I can do this. I can do that. And then you start to, because when you start off, sometimes you don't see it. All right. And then all of a sudden you're going to put a color on and it's all going to click. And that's all it takes is one color for it all to click. And then you're off and running. And then you feel a little more confident. You enjoy painting what you're painting. And everything works out perfect. Mm-hmm. But always try to map out, take a look at what you want to accomplish, what you want it to look like. And then and then write it down on a piece of paper sometimes. Just write it down and go, okay, well, I want to try to do this today. And limit it to a couple of colors that you want to put on there. And then I guarantee you it's just going to change how you do things. And there you go.
Limiting your palette definitely does help, though.
Exactly. Thank you so much. I'll be here all week.
Hey, all right. Hey. Folks, are you ready?
All right. I think it's time that we get going here and you guys get ready for the weekend. So I'm going to take out this orange one. And I'm going to take out this blue one. Go Gators. And
yeah, don't start by painting stuff that has a bunch of multi-layered clothes, 40 buckles, and 10 little bottles. Yeah.
So we're coming to the show. Part of the show, why some of you actually watch, is so you guys can win a gift certificate to the mighty, the awesome, the great miniature market. That's Absolutely. Right. Mini market. Even Godzilla's watching in on this one. You guys don't realize it. Oh, there's his foot.
He's there. We can see him.
He's there. He's next. Oh boy, what a paint job that's going to be. So why don't you give him the whole rundown? All
right, folks. Rob's going to roll the two dice you see in front of him, the orange dice and the blue dice. Which one are you going to call the tens dice, Rob?
I'm going to let you pick this time.
All right, we're going to go with, what do you think, guys? The orange dice? Let's go the orange dice for the tens digit. So tens digit's orange, the blue for the ones digit. He's going to roll those two dice. You need to put a number between 1 and 100. One number only, no matter how many streams you're watching on. I'm looking at all the streams. You get one number. When you put that number needs to come between when Rob types start now and when he types stop now. Anything outside those two isn't going to work. Anything that's not between 1 and 100 isn't going to work. All right. So after he types stop now, we're going to roll those two dice. And once those two dice are rolled, the closest to that number is going to win. If we have two digits, can be higher or lower, that are two people that are equally close, that could mean they have the same number or they're equidistant from the number, then we're going to have the roll-off of death. Roll-off of death, you're going to hang out, and I will give you instructions on who to give numbers when, and then we're going to roll again until we have one and only one winner.
Wow, you're getting good at that.
I actually fumbled a little this time.
It's almost, it's almost like you've been here for a while.
I don't know, maybe.
All right, so put your numbers in now.
There it is, folks. And if you have questions, now is a great time to ask. We have some.
Now that I've come up from the depths of painting,
right
at 100 miles an hour.
So to the short answer on the glaze, inks, and washes, just because I know Rob hates answering this question because he's done it 30 times, it comes down to like viscosity and surface tension largely. An ink or a wash are usually thinner and designed to go down into the recesses, whereas a glaze is meant to sit on top. So that's going to color the tops more.
Look at Mo with the 29, wishing he was 29 again.
Don't I always?
Anne Reynolds, the Anne Reynolds, with a 35.
If you have not seen the painting with which Anne was on, you should go back. That was
that was a good one. She was awesome. Matter of fact, we got to have her back on very soon.
What did you use to fill Godzilla's seams with?
Stay tuned to the Godzilla show, and I will show you.
All right.
When we come back on,
guys.
It's just filler. It's a model filler. I wanted to make sure that I filled in the seams, and I'll show you why. Because his snout, while we're waiting, there was a big space there. So I wanted to make sure. I don't think I can do that. It'd just be too confusing to do right now. Well, hold on. Let me go to the other screen here. Always problem solving. Always problem solving. Come on, big boy. There's a reason I'm doing this, guy. Okay, so as you can see, his snout right there, there was a huge space in between there, and you just it's just model putty that goes right in there. It's very pliable. It just goes in, fills all the seams. Boom, boom, boom. Mm-hmm. Then I put another coat of primer on, and we're off and running. This particular model, and the reason I'm doing this now, and I brought this in, next week when we do this, I hope you guys all join in. It's probably going to be one of my most favorite streams of all time, because next week is the 15th anniversary that I lost my uncle. Now, if it wasn't for my uncle, I don't think I would be doing any of the stuff that I'm doing right now. He meant the world to me. He died when he was only, I think he was only 50. Just he was not old at all. He was a hippie from back in the 60s, and he was somebody very, very special to me. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't paint. I wouldn't have the imagination. I wouldn't look to the stars as much as I do. And I'm building this in honor of him because the first model that we ever built together was the original Aurora set that was only, it was half the size of that. I don't know whatever happened to it, but I wanted to always do it. And then when I heard that this was out, I kept on asking my local modeling place to order it and find it, and he could never find it. And then I saw it on eBay, and I said, now is the perfect time to do this. So for me, this means a lot to me. If nobody watches, I ain't worried about it because it'd just be me and Helen, and I'll just spend the whole time reminiscing and painting this guy the way he would have wanted him to be painted. So there you go.
That is an awesome tribute to your uncle.
Yeah, I am awesome, aren't I? Oh, that's a little narcissistic. I better stop.
All right, folks, you got your numbers in.
People are going to say I'm narcissistic. We can't have that. Or split personality. I mean, which one do you think will work?
I got nothing.
You got nothing.
I got nothing.
You know, I love you for that because deep inside you're saying, "Ugh, this guy." Does any other? I'm surprised you don't wear a T-shirt saying, "Call me at." for an assistant on a channel, you know, without just coming out and saying it. You just think it. I mean, honestly, next thing you know, you'd be working for Mo.
Hey, I haven't gotten the email yet.
That's the only thing holding it up. All right, let's. Does everybody got their number in?
Split narcissist. Thanks, Mo. Don't give him ideas.
When is the Godzilla stream? I'm thinking probably next Thursday. Yeah. Oh no, honestly, we've got a big interview next Thursday, so maybe it might be Wednesday. I'm not too sure. I'll figure it out. You'll see it pop up.
Subscribe, guys. Hit that bell icon. Keep an eye on it.
There you go. All right, so you know what happens now, right?
Sure enough.
Sean, look at this. Sean Harris has already decided that 67 is the number. We don't even have to look. We don't even have to look now. But I made sure that I told you to stop now. All right, so what did we say that the 10s were?
10 is the orange.
10 is the orange. All right, Mr. Griffin. You as with everyone that has done this before is basically you're the judge. Make sure that this is fair and all the legal proceedings of this work out okay. All right, so the orange is the 10s. I'm shaking and I'm a rolling. And we've got, oh boy, I got to put on my glasses. Is that an 86?
That is an 86.
86. As in Nova 860.
Mm-hmm.
Because
so far, there's
Kabuki, 86, she says.
Kabuki got 86.
We can only hope that Kabuki has 80. Does Kabuki have 86?
Moondoggy has 87.
Moondoggy has 87.
I'm a looking.
Hold on. We're keeping our eyes peeled.
It's Moondoggy at 87.
Congratulations to Moondoggy. Please send me an email at NovaPrime860 at. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Oh, I think we have a tie here.
Do we?
Yes.
Syracuse Willow Bend?
Yes.
Had 85.
Uh-oh. You know what that means? Roll off of death.
Off of death.
Tell them how it's done, Helen.
All right. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go with a number from Syracuse. Number, please.
The roll off of death. 2 go in. Only 1 comes out. 2 go in. 1 is forgotten.
Okay, Moondoggy, number, please.
Remember, if you lose, it's like you never played. Syracuse goes with the 50. Now he's put...
Moondoggy is on 47. All right.
47. All right, here we go. Let's dance in the cage of death. And it's a 100.
100. So Syracuse,
you have snatched from Moondoggy
no
the
kidding.
jaws of death. And now you are the winner of a gift certificate to, you got it, Miniature Market. Congratulations. This is a great day.
100 you've rolled.
Yeah, I know.
Holy guacamole, Batman.
I know.
All right.
Well,
excellent
you
job.
know what that means, though. We do give away 1 additional gift certificate, and that starts now.
Oh, boy.
Here we go. Da-na-na, da-na-na, da-na-na-na-na-na-na.
Do you have to sand the did you have to sand the fill on the Godzilla at all?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay. Just another community question. Again, while the numbers are rolling, it's a good time to get your question.
Everybody's facing it, fascinated with the big boy.
Well,
Rick, look at this. Rick coming strong with a 26. Danica showing her intelligence, saying 26. Am I going to roll a 26? Are we going to have another roll off of death?
Oh man.
Well, look who's saying no. You could do all the 26s you want. I think it's 25. And then Sean Harris saying no, you're both wrong. Because I'm changing my number to 34. Remember, he had 67. Yep. He had 67. Dave's not here, so this doesn't count.
Give us content here, folks. This is
51
content right here.
Oh, see, get your numbers in, folks. Get your numbers in. 94. Feeling that, hey, Marcus is feeling, hey, this guy rolled 100. Maybe you can roll 94. I don't know. Robert N with the 33. Saying, listen, you could go 34, you can go 26. I'm getting right in between you all. And I'm going to do what I have to do. I'm going to show you that.
What do you think of the Citadel contrast paint white?
I haven't used it yet. I haven't felt the need to use it. Right Heroics says 55. 55. 55. And it's the one Mario Wario. Hold on. Mario Wario with my birth date. He went with 19.
There you go.
Maybe he's tapping into a little luck here. Bob Allen coming in late with 4. Saying, well, if he rolled 1-0, he can roll another. And look at Ryan showing some guts, saying, you know what? This guy could roll an 86 again. This guy is so inconsistent with dice. He's such a hot mess with dice that he can roll 86 again. There you go. Kabuki just having a grand old time. Always. She's the life of the party. TTT for life. No 4s in that. He went 11. And over in our Twitch world, look at this. 17.
Kamichi.
John, who's always been on the outside looking in, saying 52. All right. There we go. Oh, wait, hold on. Chops, not chips. Oh, wait, hold on.
Oh, dear. The fatal paper cut in the house.
There's always an inside joke somewhere. Why am I getting sent this by my mother-in-law? Does she want me to buy her something? Is she getting as bad as my wife?
Oh, no.
They all got to go. Fatal paper cut with 53 saying all of them. No, I know. TT for life with his old jersey number 11. I was 86 and 10. That may be a hint to some of you, but look at the guts on this guy. This guy's saying, you got to roll 1. You rolled 100. You're going to roll 1.
There you go.
Doesn't know nothing. He didn't even put the 0 in front of it.
No, just a 1.
1 cent. There's no fear in his heart. All right. You know what this means. I think we got everybody in. Do you think we got everybody in?
I think we're getting close. I think we're doing good.
Oh. Fatal paper cut, making sure that we understood that it was a 53.
Yeah, well, Kabuki was clarifying.
Okay, 53.
Thank you, Kabuki.
Thank you, Kabuki. Kabuki on top of stuff because that's how she rolls. But what did she roll? That's what really matters. All right. So I think we're good. What do you think, kid?
I'm ready.
You're ready?
All right.
I'm ready. All
Everybody
right.
got your numbers in.
And it's too late.
Too late now.
It's too late now. We have stopped it. We have stopped it. I'm going to even make it official. Stop now. All right, there we go. Stop now.
There you go. Look at that.
Stop now. Okay. All right, Mr. Griffin. You've had a wonderful day here. I hope you enjoyed being painted. All right, here we go. I'm going to roll with my bad hand, my left hand, which is my main hand, and we're going to see if that changes anything. All right, let's see who the winner of our second gift certificate to the You Got It Miniature Market. Oh! Did he roll a double zero? No, he rolled a 44. A 44. Who rolls a 44? Matter of fact, I hear everybody just throwing their dice across the room, pencils, paper, their paints, their brushes. They're like, I can't figure this guy out.
Dragon MK with a 42. Ooh, Jay Plemons with 43.
Is it a 44 or a 44? No, it's definitely a 44.
I'm feeling the 44 love there.
Jay with a 43.
I think that's it. Checking our other side, our other locations.
We're checking everything. We'll double confirming. Dang, my number LOL, but I didn't pick. It said King Fat 44.
Oh, no!
Oh, come on, bro. Come on, bro.
I see Jay Plemons. Congratulations, Jay.
I think we got an official answer here because once Kabuki puts it in,
no kidding.
There's no going away from it. And the 44, it looks like ironclad. He's in. That's correct. 4 plus 4 is 8. Close, Seblik, but we do not add these. Maybe we'll do one where we roll 25 dice and add them together. Oh, that would be a lot of fun.
But you're going to hurt my head.
But we usually save that for our tumbling dice show.
Indeed, which we haven't done in a while.
No, because we give some space here. We don't like the burnout shows, do we?
No, that would be overrated.
Make sure you email me at, yes, you got it, novaprime860@hotmail.com. Or you can also get me at Rob's Tabletop World at narcissistsplitpersonality.net. And
that's actually a thing.
No. It's an inside joke that is going to, I'm just going to
have legs.
I'm going to beat till there's no end.
It's going to have legs. Thank you, Mo.
If we make Mo laugh, then we're having a good time. That's all that matters to me. But congratulations, everybody. When the big G here, we've got a little more work. As you can see, he's gray. He's not green anymore. And now I can actually kind of give you guys a little bit of better look if you want to take a look before we call it a show this week. And let's do that. Okay, there we go. Whoomp. Oh, whoomp. Hold on, right click. Go there. Hold on. Go here. Go there. There we go.
Oh, man, we have the infinite Godzilla.
Everybody was asking a bunch of questions, so why don't we just take a little time here? What I used is, hold on, I got it here.
Bonus content, folks, for those of you who are sticking around.
For the 8 people that stick around, a little bonus contest. I love this Tomoya putty. Okay, it's. I love their paints too. Just really tremendous paints, and I use that to fill a lot of these gaps. I got to fill a little bit more. But I was messing around with this before we had went on air. What I wanted to do was get a nice little coat on here because I wanted to show you guys. That's why we have this here. You got to make the noise. Go ahead, Helen. You do it.
Oh,
thank you, Helen. So as you can see here, there was a big split gap that came right down here. So I filled it in there. What I'll do is I'll take a little bit of sandpaper and go over that a little bit, as well as I don't want to fill all the lines in because I wanted to have that suit kind of feel from 1954.
Mm-hmm.
But I really like, and then I was experimenting a little bit on his right leg, and I got kind of the result that I was hoping for by taking some of that homemade dark wash. So as you can see, this is a lighter gray. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to prime over all this again, and then I'm going to take that homemade wash that I have, and I am going to go over his entire body and darken him up, and we're going to bring him back out. So all these recesses here, I want to get that wash in there because I want the shadows. I want that black and white type of feel. Like when you see him come out of that water for the first time in 1954, I wish I could show it too without getting some kind of strike. But
maybe sometime we'll have to have a all about.
Did you ever watch those Godzilla cartoons my boys got for you? Yes, I did. They were very good. Thank you. Godzilla with a coat. No wonder he wanted to battle. Listen, hold on. King Kong is a dirty word around here. All right. I hate King Kong. I hate that guy more than you can ever imagine. But the whole point here, we're going to do some things here. We're going to get his tongue. We're going to do the proper work on his mouth, on his teeth. The eyes are going to be critical. All right. The eyes are going to be one of the tougher parts of painting this, but it's very critical to who he is. Okay. He has a certain look. We really want Team Mothra. I mean, what is going on this channel?
Really?
I'll allow it.
It's going to the birds.
I will allow it. I will allow. No way. King Kong is great. King Kong is Kabook. You and I are going to have some words right now. I may have to call you after this stream too. Look, I'm even going to cut you out here, home. Listen, Kabook. King Kong is a furry punk. Okay? All right? He represents all the wrong things. He was shot down by a couple of biplanes. Really? Really? He climbed up a building and he fell and he died. Okay? And now you're going to put him against the king of all monsters? All right, you can come back in, Helen.
Okay.
All right. No. That is the ultimate monster. Who else can fly? Godzilla lover. How do you deal with this? Why do you still have him as a boyfriend? My boyfriend is a King Kong fan. She is Godzilla lover, and her boyfriend is a King. I mean, that's not like peanut butter in your chocolate sauce. Okay, that's like pickles in your egg salad.
I like
okay,
pickles in my egg salad.
Well, maybe that was the wrong one to use. Pickles in your jelly. Okay, there we go.
There you go.
Mothra can fly. Godzilla can fly too. He tucked his tail underneath him one time and then used his breath to fly.
Oh,
First of all, how many times has King Kong saved the universe? None. Nevertheless, I'm not going to let you guys ruin my mood. I'm not going to have you ruin my weekend. I'm not just because we have some King Kong fans out there. Eggs
There's room for all of you. That way, that means you've got more Godzilla stuff for you.
Listen, I'm okay with the whole monster thing. I'm all okay with the whole Gamera thing. I'm even okay with Moe's Mechagodzilla. Okay. But I do prefer the original Godzilla from 1954. To be honest, you should. Okay, it's okay, Kabook. We're good. But King Kong, no. And if they punk Godzilla in this King Kong Godzilla movie, I'm telling you right now, I am going to stream for an hour and just rant, rave, and I'm going to throw myself on the ground and throw a tantrum like I was my granddaughter.
Oh no.
Right? Godzilla is the king of all monsters. How do I know? How do I know?
That's a good question. How do you know, Rob?
Where'd it go? Oh, for crying out loud. I worked myself into a frenzy and I can't even finish the thought because I had it here. I had a little plate that said King of Monsters. I probably got rid of it because I didn't want to put it on the thing. All right. Well, anyways, listen. We've had a lot of fun today. All right. But don't we always? I never liked the old Godzilla versus Kong movie. It was horrible. Please. I bought the Japanese version just so I was hoped that they would change the ending.
Did it work?
We need a Matthew Broad. There's another dirty name. That movie doesn't count. Okay. That's like Jurassic Park. That dumb movie. I hate that. I hate that. I hate that. I don't count that as one of the Godzilla movies in 1998. No, that is not a Godzilla movie. Oh,
Godzilla versus Cthulhu. Who wins?
Godzilla. Oh, wait. Hold on. There it is. There it is. How do I know he's king of all monsters? Because I've got a thing that says it. Godzilla, king of all monsters.
There you go.
Thank you.
Although monster versus elder god, that's a tougher one.
Please. Cthulhu's. Listen, I painted Cthulhu. Me and Cthulhu know each other very well. Okay.
Intimately, if I do recall.
Intimately. Yes. There were some areas that were a little tough to get to. But I will tell you this much. I've got to know Cthulhu. I'm not impressed with Cthulhu. Okay. That's all I have to say. All right. Another exciting stream here on the mighty BGG and, of course, Rob's Tabletop World. If you have not liked and subscribed, shame on you. Shame on you. Please like, subscribe. Make sure you vote to see what you guys want to see painted. We will announce on Monday in a live stream to let you know what we're going to do. That'll give you close to 15 days to get. No, that'll give you 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 days to get your the first guy in. And what we'll do is we'll announce what the 5 are, and then we'll we're going to put in order which ones that we're going to paint.
Oh.
All right. So that's the way we'll do it. We'll have a lot of fun doing it, for sure. And I think we'll open it up and bring in a whole bunch of guest stars and have some fun. What do you think, Miss Helen?
Sounds like fun.
All right. You're going to be available on Monday?
I should be here on Monday.
You're available every day, aren't you?
Only when you let me know in advance.
No, there you go. All right. So, for the big G, for myself, Helen. Say goodbye, Helen.
Goodbye, Helen.
Good night, everybody. We'll see you at some point over the weekend. Until next time, for the mighty Helen, the big G, and the human highlight reel, we'll see you soon.